Let's go, girls.
Yes.
Hey there, Chookies. Welcome to your Two Drunk Aunties with Bron Lewis and Sammy Peterson. We are both of those people. I'm Sammy Peterson. I'm your auntie who was seen in the background on a TV show 30 years ago and still makes you watch it every time you come round because she refers to herself as the TV auntie.
And in every shot, she's staring directly at the camera. No.
And looking
Sandra.
at you when you're watching it.
There I am.
There I am. Do you see me? Well, let's watch it again. Rewind.
They gave me a line, and then for some reason I didn't use it.
She's
but
talking the whole time in the background. They couldn't get a real take.
I think I outshone them.
I outshone him, that's why.
And they took me out,
That's
and I
why
said,
Patrick
that's fine.
Swayze didn't like it. And
I had to
told him
retire
that.
after that movie, after retire, because I was sick of people recognising me in the street. I just want to go shops by
Oh,
myself.
here she is, Captain TV.
Oh, God, I just want to get some milk with and just no autographs today.
Want to be treated like everybody
I'm
else.
just a simple gal.
Just a simple gal.
With lots of talent.
With lots of talent.
And I'm Brown Lewis.
here she is.
I'm your drunk auntie who, when people sing happy birthday, she insists her husband does the hip hip part because that's a man's job.
That's a man's job. Welcome to your Two Drunk
Yeah,
Aunties.
hip hip.
Oh, God. Hooray.
That's great. That is, I
Thank
did
you
the man's job.
Thank you for doing that. Finally, you're flipping the script, and that's
Thank
what I love
you.
about you.
Oh, it's lovely to be at your house, Sammy.
Oh,
Thanks
thank you for
having
coming
me.
to us. We went for a lovely walk with Dix.
I know, then we had a bath.
Then we had a bath, of
And
course
now
we did. Now we're scrubbed and ready for anything. And that's what I love
And we're
about us.
excited. And we've got a big day of recording.
We've got a big day of
have got
recording.
two guests coming, but at the moment, we're just relishing in the fact that it's just you, me, and your dumb fat dog.
My dumb fat dog. But you know what? He's not fat because the vet told me this week he's doing quite well.
Oh,
doing quite well, they said as well.
I know,
He's
that
fine.
sounds really patronising.
How's he doing? He's fine.
Look, he's fine.
He doesn't have to talk so much.
He's dumb as shit.
Can you not leave him with us next time?
Yeah, it's just like, it's a visit,
For the
not
day?
a stay.
I go, just take him for a bit, would you?
Yeah,
just
come
like
on.
10 hours or
He
something?
thinks it's a holiday. He's put his best Hawaiian shirt on. Christ's sake.
Best Hawaiian shirt on. Now, Brown, I've got something to tell you. I
me.
accidentally left a joke in the episode last week that was, I was meant to bleep out because it was so full on.
You
And
left it
I
in?
left it in, and then I did another edit to cut it out. But
Did people message you?
a few people messaged me, and I do have to apologise for that. I feel like I should do some sort of notes app apology because I wanted to prove to my good friend Brown that the jokes that are being sent to me
Shit.
are so vile. Like
Did
the jokes
people
have
message
always
with
been.
complaints?
Yeah, there was one complaint that someone sent to me, and I was like, no, fair enough. Like, it was very
Absolutely.
much like,
I remember the joke. I don't remember it exactly, but I remember the feeling of
the
you
feeling
said
of
that
the joke. It was very visceral. But I did have like a couple of people message me about it, and I was like, holy shit. And you know what? It was because I was like editing quite a few episodes at the time. I went, yeah, that's fine. And I was from
know, 'cause
memory,
you
I
don't
was
think.
like, I don't think, and I can't think. I don't
You're
have time
stupid-
for
You're a
that.
stupid fat
I'm
dog.
like my big boy.
Did you get Diggs to edit the episode?
Yeah, he just had a few edits.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I am sorry that people heard that.
Yeah, I am sorry that people
I am
heard that
sorry
as well.
too.
So that's my
We're sorry
apology.
together.
It's my bad. And I do
think
apologise.
It is time for me to announce that I actually do no editing, nothing. I do
Time.
nothing.
It's
So if
time for
anything
you to
ever
announce.
goes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
time.
actually my fault.
Everyone thought I was the backbone of this corporation.
And it is a corporation.
And
Thank
it
you for
is.
saying
Thank
that.
you for saying that to me. And I actually do nothing.
Hey, you do everything to
Sometimes
me, though.
but I drive all the way.
You do. It's a long way.
All the way.
Yeah.
Run the bath. Jump in. Get out.
Hey, I run the
record a
bath.
couple of episodes.
Yeah.
Then you
I tell you
release them, including all the crook shit you
Yeah.
say you're going to bleep out.
Yeah, well, I was very careful. Like a little while ago when I said some people's names, I did bleep that bit out.
Good
I was
for you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's the only bit I forgot to bleep out. And I was like, oh,
Hey,
shit.
look, we're just
70-something episodes
Just
in.
a
We're
couple
only
of humans. A couple of humans and a big fat dog over here.
That's the new name of the podcast. Thank you. We're rebranding. Now, you were in Brisbane.
I was. Oh my God. I
my
went there for this
God.
incredible fundraiser. I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
More like a boring Fraser.
Hey,
Nah,
it was
I'm
nothing
having fun.
boring about it. It was a really wonderful fundraiser. But I arrived and I got in. Brisbane's different. Okay? Brisbane's different. It's different to everywhere else.
She said that.
I want to tell you on a different episode about the Uber drive there,
Oh,
but I
great.
will tell you right now because the Brisbane set the tone pretty quickly
Yes.
in my Uber.
Correct.
Okay, and I
Correct.
will definitely tell you about that in a
Great.
future episode. But for
Hey,
now, I want
sizzle.
I want to now focus on the guest. There was a guest at this fundraiser.
Right.
Okay, so it was raising money for.
It was money.
It was money.
Excuse
It was the money, and we
was.
were finding it.
me, how do I access the money? No, you don't get it. We're fundraising. When do I get the money?
Yeah, but I would like it.
I would like the money.
If you could, are we fundraising for me? No, we're not, Bron.
No, she's suddenly got a big mustache.
Oh, we're not. Well, it was a beautiful event. We're fundraising. My friend Waveney, her sister, really unfortunately, tragically has brain cancer and she will not survive it. Like, it's really sad. So we're raising money for her end of life care.
Yep.
So it was a beautiful event filled with like good vibes, and there's this like a sense of sadness in the room, but mostly everyone's there to celebrate it because there's beautiful musicians and a silly old comedian, me, and then and so the people who were there were people who knew her and people who were fans of whoever, like the musicians that were on, and the mum and some of her friends. Now I want to tell you about one woman who had maybe the most drunk auntie energy I've ever seen.
Well, they're our favourite people in the world.
Yeah. So she had a lovely blouse on.
Oh.
Quite low cut, let me tell you.
Must be nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
A very, very sensible, boyish haircut.
Great. And so she should.
Just don't want to fuss anymore.
I don't want to fuss.
No fuss.
Easy for me.
No fuss. And I want to make it clear that she was a very nice lady.
Yeah.
But and we celebrate drunk aunties.
Oh,
so if anyone's like, why is she
them.
being mean to her? I'm not being mean to her. I'm celebrating her.
And also, Bron's not in trouble here. I was the one that forgot to cut out the joke.
Yeah, why is everyone angry at me?
Get the heat off, Bron, thanks.
Thank you. Anyhow, I get she has found her way into the green room.
Great.
And Waveney, my friend's like, how did she get in here?
They always have a way to
explicitly
get in.
told them to not let her in here because she was in there. She's in the beer fridge. She's talking to people. She's having selfies with people. She's coming over to people telling her stories of how she really likes music, to like Patience Hodgson, who's like the lead singer of the Greats, who was just like, okay, all right.
I can sing actually.
Anyway,
tell me that.
Do you want me to sing with you on stage? Or?
I can sing over the top of you.
Oh my God. At the end of the night, she's had a number of selfies with me, and there's a group text everyone's sending into like, hey guys, we need to clean up the green room. We've got to get out of here. Hey guys, where do I put this stuff? Hey, the art, I've packed it up. And she's sending through to this, I don't know how she's in this group text.
Yeah.
She's sending through selfies of her and the acts going,
God.
fangirling. And we're like, oh, okay. I don't know if this is
How'd you get into this group chat?
Yeah, get out of the green room.
Get out of the green room and the group chat.
How'd you do it?
She just dropped
She's wandering around. I'm sitting on the couch at the end of the night. It's been a very long day and very long night. I'm sitting on the couch and she comes and sits next to me and she says, I've written a book. I said, have you? And she goes, yeah, I have actually. I said, that's wonderful. That's great. What's it called? And she goes, Lust versus Love, The Secrets from a Sex Addict. I was like, fuck, that
Long
is.
title. I cut it down a bit.
I was like, this sounds like a great book. Is it a great book? Did you like it? She was like, yeah, it was a good book. I liked it. She said, my mum and dad have struggled to read it. I was like, I can imagine.
I can imagine. It's pretty full on.
I can imagine. She said, mum read it. She said it was a lot, but she doesn't really get it.
She said it was a lot, but she doesn't really get it.
She's like, my brother won't read it.
It's so funny getting feedback and saying she doesn't really get it.
I don't get it. And so I was
pretty
like,
graphic.
Oh, great.
You just don't get it.
Oh my God. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds wild.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really cool. She was like, yeah, it is a really good book. And then
But you wouldn't get it.
You would get it. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't
Can you understand what I'm saying right now?
Do you want a selfie with me? Is what I'm saying.
Are you obsessed with me?
Oh my gosh. And then there was cases of beer, and Waveney's mum was like, all right, so we need to get who she's staying with. All right, we need to get this beer out. And this lady goes, I think we should take that beer back to the hotel. And Waveney's mum's like, actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Might be a new chapter of my new book.
She goes, and she said, I'm single, not celibate, which made fucking no sense at all.
Single, not celibate.
Which made absolutely, for what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Who's taking this slab of beer somewhere? The slab of beer that was donated to this fundraiser for the lady with cancer. We'll just go, hello, we'll take it.
I'm single.
Not celibate. I was like, is that your saying?
That's our new. That's going to be the title of this episode.
That's actually just my new show.
Yeah. I'm single, not celibate. That is so
she
funny.
Was so wild, but also very clever. I was like, I'm just going to go stay in a hotel. I don't want to get in your way. And then she said to me, I think Waveney needs you tonight. And then I looked at Waveney and I said, do you want me to stay at your house? Waveney was like, yeah, it'd be good. I was like, fuck, she's clever. She's single, not celibate, and clever.
And clever. Well, she got catchphrases like that.
Fucking hell.
That's so funny.
I loved it. All night she was just getting in the way.
We need to read her book. We need to read a chapter of her book every week.
And I've actually, I hope if she does listen to this or if someone knows her, like, well, they have read this book, I want you to know that I deeply respect this woman.
Absolutely. I love her. Any auntie I'm such a big fan of, and anyone that just comes in and commands a room.
Yeah.
I had an experience.
Uninvited.
I had an experience recently where I was at Comedy Republic and a woman just walked into, you know, there's the toilet in the back bit. And there's like the green room there and then there's the backstage area.
It's only for comedians.
And I somehow I wedge my way in and my fat dog comes in sometime as
Talk
well.
about your book.
Talk about my book. And I flirt with everybody. I'm single, not celibate. Let's party. Let's rock. I'm just dancing. Let's rock. But that's my new catchphrase. Let's rock. But yeah, so I was I thought, no, I hand people a rock and I go, what's that? It's a rock. Let's rock.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
Always rock up with the rock. Yeah, I'll run the bath.
He's
Let's
got
rock.
props now.
I'm just
Fuck,
kissing you in the corner and you're just got your mouth closed and just leaning back up going, oh, Bronny, please.
Like Imran on Kath and Kim when Kimmy gets too maggot.
Not into it.
No.
Yeah, but I, Dibs, please. Oh, he's giving me a cuddle.
He's very stupid.
He's very stupid. Yeah, but this woman just walked into that area and she just goes, oh, this is where the other half live. And I was like, do you mean this is how the other half live? Like, I was like, what? What does that even mean?
We don't
And I was like,
live here.
yeah, also, a lot of these people in this room, we ain't rich. And
We're on the poverty line, mate.
yeah, you're the ones that can afford $36 tickets.
Well, maybe that is the other half.
Yeah, there's the other half.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she walked, all right. And then I was like, what is she doing here and everything? And she goes, selfies. And she just took a selfie, but it was of her and the door behind her. So she didn't even
No
really
one jumped in with her?
No one jumped in with her. It was just her and the door and everything. She's laughing.
That's
she goes to the
drunk
toilet.
energy.
Oh my God. And then she walks back in. But she walks back in from the toilet with a drink. And I'm like, where'd you get that from? I was like, why'd she get a drink all of a sudden? She's walking out.
Take that out of the toilet bowl?
Just scoop it out. It's the same water. That's what people don't tell you. It's the same water as what? But she's just like walking out and then she like gets caught on the door. So her her cardie's like caught on the door.
Oh, she almost had such a cool exit.
Oh, yeah, because it was such a cool experience.
Oh,
the whole thing. I just love people like that so much. And we've got 2 drunk aunties that are going to be coming on the podcast soon.
Oh my gosh,
that we're recording today. But we've got the best drunk aunties people.
Our green room.
And you know what? They're the best.
Incredible. If you ever want to give off a drunk auntie energy, just shove your way into the green room and say something like, I met Jamoan once.
He's all right.
It was 1996. He came to my school fundraiser and he did some funny jokes. I mean, you can't say him anymore. I don't know why, but you can't say anything anymore. Like, I didn't understand a word he said anyway. He's got a silly accent, doesn't he?
What is he, Scottish or some shit like that? He sounds like Shrek.
Oh, God. Who do you think you are? King Charles? That's what I said to him. I mean, it wasn't King Charles.
It wasn't King Charles. May rest in peace. I love King Charles.
I miss the Queen. I miss the Queen.
No, I do miss the Queen, actually.
She was a good woman. I mean, I never met her, but she came to my primary school but I was sick that day. I had polio, so I couldn't go in. But I knew she came to my school, and Rick Davis. I mean, I think he's Richard now. I think he's tried to posh it up. He's Richard now. Richard Davis. So he made such a fool of himself. Oh God, the Queen would have thought we were such idiots, and that was Rick's fault. Oh, Richard, sorry, God, Richard. Oh, it's his fault. And then, so I do miss it. So this is your green room, is it?
And you're going, Vanessa's down for the week. And he's like, what?
Get out.
Get out. Can you get out?
What are you doing here? Who is this?
Who is this?
I know very rarely we need security, but this is a moment we do.
We need boundaries and security. Bronny, are you ready for the first segment?
Yes.
Oh
wait.
God.
Yes.
No, you are.
No, I am.
Actually,
it's a letter to the editor.
Letter to the editor. I'm just going to check.
And you are the editor.
Yeah.
The very bad one, the one that leaves in all the rude stuff.
All the rude stuff.
Thank heavens you got rid of that. And for anyone who heard it, once again, I apologise. And if you're so curious to know what it is, don't be. It's so bad.
And you know what? Bron just gave me a lot of space then to text our guest who's arriving shortly. The great Jen Morris will be on next episode.
Fantastic.
Genevieve.
Does she live nearby?
She lives like 40 minutes away.
So
I will give out her address on the podcast.
Well, yeah, great. All right, I'm listening.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Dear Aunties, hi Auntie Brown and Auntie Sammy. My fiance and I have been listening to your podcast for so long that jokes and stories leak into our conversations regularly, which is great between the two of us, but more problematic when it involves others that don't listen. They don't know what they're missing.
They don't.
They don't.
They literally
Because
don't.
they literally don't.
They don't, yeah.
Well, at my brother and wife's baby shower this weekend, we were able to avoid the baby shower joke that you read out. You remember that one?
No.
Oh, it was about coming and...
yuck.
Yeah, something like that. You had read out. However, my fiance told me I should tell the tinsel story to all my extended family.
That's good.
Not one to back down from a dare. I did it to no laughter at all. It was awful. She loved it though, so that's something. I'm sorry that I stole your material, Sammy. Don't be. You can always have that. But I hope it brings you comfort that I was mortified. Love you, Chooks. E, and then P.S. one for live, laugh, love, which I think I should read here. Did you know that in beehives, the male bee's life cycle is to be born, eat, mate with the queen, and die right after?
Yeah.
So that's honey, nut, Cheerio.
Okay, that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't hate that.
No.
I was
And it's
nervous
nice.
for a
It's
minute
nice.
there. E.
Yeah, especially when someone sends it in, it's usually like, oh no.
Absolutely.
Digsy's having a drink. I don't know if you can hear that.
You definitely can. It sounds like
Yeah, I
a
don't know if
fucking
you can hear
whale's
that.
just beached.
It's lovely. I wake up when I hear that.
I'm surprised. I think your whole
Terrified.
apartment
Oh
block
God,
does.
here he comes.
Okay, so E, thank you so much. It is
Thank you
nice.
so
I
much.
do have some people message me sometimes, or come to my show and have jokes that just you and I have said. Do you know what comes up a lot lately?
what's
Is
that?
the bath.
Oh, the bath. I love
run a
that.
bath for
I'll
you.
run a bath for you, love.
It's very
I love
funny.
it.
It's very silly
Do you wanna go
because
out
we don't
together?
know.
We don't know what's working. We don't know.
We don't know what people laugh at.
We don't know
Guess
what people are
what?
laughing
We
at or
can't
liking.
hear you,
Oh,
baby
that's the
dolls.
thing. We can't hear them.
Oh, that is true. Actually, Chookies. We can't hear you,
I
girls.
sit back all proud of myself after I said one sentence.
That you
you
just
said.
repeated. Yeah, classic. That's
It's a
such
classic
bloke
male
thing.
behaviour.
Just say it louder.
I mute you and then I say your joke.
Oh, well,
I have had that before with people that
What?
not mute you and tell your joke, but I have been on stage before, like doing live podcasts and stuff, where someone repeats exactly what you just said because you kind of said it off mic a little bit. And it's so funny because when it's your podcast, you're like, the guest should have the moment. That's so funny. But it is funny as well when you see other people do it in shows and you're like, oh, they just said that.
They just said that, but you got a bigger laugh.
But you,
But you know.
You
So
said it
you're just
better.
looking at it
You had
like,
time to think
I
about
know.
delivery. I didn't. I just said it
I just said it because I'm naturally
because
quick.
I'm naturally gifted.
Naturally quick
Thank
and
you.
naturally quiet. Exactly.
That wasn't dead air, everybody. Bron and I just had a
we
moment.
We were being quiet.
I just started
'Cause
scrubbing her back in the bath.
I put my head under.
Sorry, we both put our heads under at the same time. Bron's gone under. It's enormous bath. We like to get the full wash.
You have to.
Didn't we? Didn't we just?
Okay, so the in
Yeah.
jokes, I love an in joke, but it is when you are not a part of that in joke, it is
Yeah.
quite painful. I love that she did the
So good to do the full tinsel story.
Wow.
Because if you don't remember, the tinsel story is just like the most boring story that doesn't have a punchline at all, but a really big build up that it feels like it's going to go somewhere.
I know
and it
heaps
just
of
doesn't.
comedians who do those.
Yeah. It's a big run up and just nothing happens. They go,
Nothing.
oh, right.
Nothing.
Okay, great. No, interesting.
It's just like that gig I did. Remember I told you in Pakenham where there was a comedian on stage who did it was bombing so badly.
Yeah.
Really long setup and then the punchline and it got nothing. And then the person with Tourette's whose tick was burping let out an enormous burp. Oh my God. Paradise.
So good. You know what? I love that they did that, and I think that is so fun, and we love that you're loving the jokes because, you know,
No
apart from the
one
one that I
loves the
left
jokes.
in. Ah, come on.
You've said sorry and that's okay. And everyone makes mistakes. We're just human, like I said.
Let's stop telling the jokes. Do you want me to tell some jokes?
Yeah, can you? Yeah, one appropriate ones, please.
Oh, they'll be all appropriate
Okay,
today.
great. And I will listen.
Great, I'm just putting my head under. Give me 1 second. And I'm up. Live, laugh, love. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, starts with a P, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Well done.
put a picture around the world. A pterodactyl.
Exactly.
Excuse me, pterodactyl.
very
Nice. Why nice? Why can't you hear a pterodactyl?
Pneumonia's another one that starts with P.
Pneumonia's another one that's hard, isn't it?
Phone. Another one that starts with P.
because you think it's going to be
P's doing a lot of heavy lifting, isn't she?
lifting, isn't she? P.
Yeah.
P. Piss. Something like that.
Absolutely. No, piss is the one
Is
that
piss
she's
silent, not
recognised.
silent?
She's
Oh, okay.
acknowledged in that
She's
one.
acknowledged
The
in that
rest,
one. Thank
nah,
God for
they
that.
don't want to know.
And K is sometimes with knock and stuff like that.
Oh, correct,
That's how you say
yeah.
it.
God, this is good.
Why?
gear.
Oh, it's good gear. And you know what? People say that we've lost steam.
What?
Imagine
they
someone
haven't.
writing in going,
Yeah.
you two have lost your touch.
Someone goes, is that how you write?
Is that how you
Is
say
that how you
it?
spell it?
Hold on, wait.
Holy hell.
What, can we call in on this program? Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is
Oh,
silent.
fuck, I ruined the
No,
joke.
you didn't,
Did I?
because
I'm
how
sorry.
fun was that?
That was actually...
Two fish in a tank. That was actually.
Actually, no, I changed mine. It was
I
actually
changed that.
really
That was really fun. They take calls on this program?
Yeah, they do take calls.
They do take calls
and
on
one's
this program.
coming in now,
Great.
and it's a lady with a book that she's just written.
Oh, from Ashburton. Two fish in a tank. One says to the other, "Can you drive this thing?"
Oh, okay.
Not particularly funny.
Hey, you say that as if they usually are. Oh my God.
Diggs, holy hell, mate. Diggs, sorry, baby, but I'm going to have to put you down. That was it. You had one more chance, and that was it.
Final.
Diggs, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to edit now. Your dad's going to have to edit.
He won't.
He won't, but the
Stop
thoughts
that.
there.
His flamingo's stuck in the microphone. I can't bear this.
I'm just going to film this because you need to see what is happening.
Oh,
it is
Diggs!
Diggs.
Let go of the mic cord.
It's a fun game that Diggs has decided he's playing with the mic cord.
Get your flamingo out of my mic cord.
I don't know why I've broken so much equipment, Diggs, over the years with you.
Oh, Diggs.
Okay, I'm going to...
Get him. Jesus. I can't.
That is the best footage I've ever got, and we're going to put that up today because that is so fucking funny.
Okay.
Tug of war. This is probably the best Live, Laugh, Love segment that's ever done because there's less jokes.
I know.
There was a tug of war.
Something happened in them.
That is so funny. All right. Let's forget about the fish one. Did you hear they're making a movie about Tetris? It's supposed to be a real blockbuster.
No.
I bored myself when I said that, and you could feel me fading as I said it.
Yeah, we are.
How do you titillate and oscillate? You oscillate her titilla.
Okay.
Oh, it's a nice little hand signal that you did there.
Yeah,
That's how I wash you in the bath. How did Mozart get rid of his chickens? Because all they said was bark, bark, bark. Now, the person that wrote that online wrote after this, that's a good one. I love the instant feedback.
Believe in yourself,
baby doll. No one else will.
Yes. I don't.
What do you do if your wife... Okay. What do you do if you see your wife staggering... What do you do if you see your wife staggering around in the backyard? Reload.
Oh, my God. That's awful.
One about violence.
You should edit that one out.
You reckon?
Yes.
All right. Edit here. I'll say, and I'll just do an apology as well for next week when I forget to edit it out. What does a cannibal do after he dumps his girlfriend? Wipes his butt. Pooed her out.
Pooed her out.
Pooed her out.
It's a poo joke.
It's a poo joke. It's a cannibalism joke as well. Yep.
Also violence against women. You love it.
We do.
We do.
Not
me.
Support women in violence. As I was looking at you for
violence.
the right. I was looking for you for the right answer.
It's a male-dominated field, girls. Know your place. Get out
of it. When I was looking at you for the right answer, because I kept talking, we do not.
Yeah.
What does Bron think?
Yeah. What do we think, Bron? What do we think? Quick.
Why do all girls love Jesus? Because he's hung like this.
Oh, your arms are out widespread.
Yeah, it's probably more of a visual one. It's really funny. Ruben Kate could have done that on the project if it was still around.
He could have.
In the brackets it says, stretch your arms out like you're getting crucified. That was the
so this is all things that people have written in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going well today, but...
What has two legs and bleeds? Half a cat. So you're thinking that it was going to be something violence about women, not violence.
I was going to be a violence.
Natural beauty
it was
of the
going to be
woman.
A violence.
Natural beauty of the woman. You're on a first date with me and I'm going, I think periods are beautiful. You go, can you stop?
Why are you still talking about my period?
We're on a first date. I'm talking about your period.
My mum's period's finished and I think that's both sad and beautiful.
A guy trying to impress a girl. I wish I had periods. What? And this is sent in by Tom, this one.
Yeah, okay. What do you got, Tom? Wait. Every time you name them, it means it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Because this is you.
I'm distancing myself.
Yeah.
I didn't with the other ones. Some of the other ones I should have probably said lied and said it for everyone else.
This is from Lydia.
Say what you will about pedophiles, but they do drive slowly past parks and playgrounds. Come here so I can kiss you.
No.
Come a little closer so I can kiss you.
It's just so sad.
Sad?
Yeah, sad.
Why? Because they're driving so slowly? You think they should drive fast?
Oh my gosh. That's the problem with this joke. Why do people send in ones that make me upset and sad?
Because they want to see you react because you're what they call in the business, and I don't mean to be rude, you are a funny girl.
What?
You are a funny girl. And I wish I was a funny girl and I wish I got a period too.
Get in the bath.
Get in the bath. Pop in the bath.
Put your tampon in. Get in the
Put
bath.
your tampon in. Get in the bath.
I don't want that blood all over me.
Two plugs in the bath.
Beautiful.
Your tampon and the plug.
Don't wink at me.
Hey, come on. I face your palsy.
Don't wink.
Hey, if you want to write in, why don't you write into us to deardrunkaunties@gmail.com. Why don't you leave us a speak up happy? I saw Celia last night and I said to her, hey, you should come on our podcast again and do a speak up happy. She goes, what fucking podcast? I've never done your podcast in my life. And then she slapped me across the face because that is what Celia is like.
So vivacious. Now, let me tell you, you are encouraging people to write in. I am discouraging.
Okay, don't write in.
Don't write in. Your jokes make me upset.
But call in.
Call in. I want
We'd
to
love to
hear
hear
your
from
voice,
you, Lydia.
unless you're Kermit the Frog.
Oh, yeah,
Do you love those
I
the
love
most?
that. I do love that. You know, I'm a big Kermit guy from way back.
You are.
Also, can I say
I still
this?
don't get it. Yep.
I'm single, not celibate. Get in the bath. Hey, but if you do want to watch us on YouTube, please do. And please do leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review. We're actually going to read some reviews on the podcast later because we never do that. Hey,
We never do it.
I've got a new segment for you today.
Oh, do you do?
It's called What Podcast Is This? Now, one of these podcasts is real and the others I have made up. And Bronwyn, I would like you to guess which one is real.
Okay, so how many are you reading out?
I'm reading out
Three. Two are real.
One is one is real.
One is real and two are fake.
Yeah. You just put
Go.
up your milk.
Go.
Okay.
No one can see unless they watch.
Let's watch us on youtube.com.
Don't.
Great plug. Okay. Not the
Plug.
tampon.
Don't.
Oh!
Just do the podcast bit.
Do the podcast.
Do the podcasting.
Blair Bitch Project, a podcast reviewing the entire back catalogue of Selma Blair, which are rated with a witch's cackle.
Okay.
1 star. Lauren and Quinn set out to watch all the bad movies they can find as long as they only have a 1-star rating.
That's real.
And McDon fails. A man with a dream. What dream happens? Oh, sorry. That dream happens to be driving around to every McDonald's in Britain. Can he do it? Will he do it? Will he die before he achieves his dream? All will be revealed on McDon fails.
Okay, so 2 are real and 1 is fake.
1 is real.
1 is real.
Are you only saying that because you want to keep putting up your medal?
First one is fake. Selma Blair.
Yeah.
Fake.
Yeah. I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Oh, the second 2 are like I think
Could be plausible.
Okay, yeah, but the third one's fake. And the middle one is absolutely real.
And you are correct. And you win Diggs.
Oh, no, thank you.
You want to
change my answer then.
Sorry, Diggs. We ain't got any home for you today. That's what I try. Bring people on podcasts. Our own podcast I take.
You've won
every
my
week.
dog.
You know what? And I had a lot of fun with that segment, and we're going to be bringing that segment sometime.
Great. Did I answer too quickly?
No.
Because I think the
kind of think you're
McDonald's
fun.
one. Do you think I was good in that one?
I really
Edit this bit out.
No, yeah,
Edit this
bit of
bit out.
feedback.
Okay.
I really think you're fun, and I think you're bringing a lot of energy. And you know that I got home at 4 a.m.
You did.
I'm bringing energy.
I'm
You're bringing
surprised. I saw you
You're
this
surprised I
morning
got back at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That's very unlike you.
It is very unlike me, but you know what? I had the best time of my life because
Did you?
I thought about my friend Bron. And you know what I actually did last
you
night?
didn't message me once.
I didn't message you once. Do you know what I thought? Because I don't have your number. Do you know what I thought last night? I was
What?
like, I'll get home nice and early
Yeah.
because I'm going to podcast with Bron tomorrow.
Yeah, you got
I want to be
heaps.
sprightly. I'm doing heaps of
we've
podcasting.
got 2 guests after.
Got 2 guests after.
Sure.
Hey, do you want another big boy Prosecco? Yeah, I'd love another.
Was that
big
what you
boy
drank all night,
Prosecco.
Proseccos?
Yeah,
Jams?
No, they didn't have jams.
I can't afford it.
I can't afford
Okay.
it. But so yeah, I was having a great time and everything. I'll see my friend Bron tomorrow. And I'm like, oh God, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Like,
how do you
bit
feel?
Bit
Like,
tired,
be honest.
bit run down and
You can't
everything.
say
I was
you're
like,
tired on a
you can't
podcast,
say
but you
anything
can tell me
anymore.
because you're about to edit this out.
I'm about to edit this out. And then I go, oh great, so this is gonna be great, right?
Yeah.
Because I'll still bring my energy.
You
And you know
will.
what? And Bron will bring her energy too.
I did.
And I think your energy today on the pod
Has
is
been all right.
exceptional. I think it's really good.
I actually went out last night too. Where I met my
Oh, you
friend
did.
Claire. I went to the pub.
I was wondering if you're going to message me to say, come meet us, but you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You went out to nice time.
I got home at 10 p.m. Late, isn't it?
Oh,
Luke's
10
had been
PM.
asleep for 1 hour.
Oh, shit. It's a big
Sounds
night for
fucking
Lucas.
insane.
Yeah, and that's life sometimes that you don't know how your night's going to end up.
Can I tell you something?
Of
And
course
then
can,
you just ask.
I'll edit
you
this out, yeah.
Please edit it. So my friend went on a date with a woman and he said, oh, she's got narcolepsy. I said,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, did she fall asleep? He goes, no. She's not one of those ones who just falls asleep. I was like, so she doesn't
She doesn't have
have,
narcolepsy?
what is it, asymptomatic narcolepsy? What do you
What's
mean?
that mean?
And he said, because she can go to sleep really quickly. She can go. There's a test where if you can go to sleep in less than 15 minutes, you've got narcolepsy.
Really?
I said,
I don't think.
Shut the fuck up.
the
I don't
front door
believe
and
that.
up.
I'm not a science. But what I want to say,
said you're a science.
I've never said I was a science. But what I have said is I know bullshit when I smell it. And that is bullshit, isn't it? Anyway, but if that's true, BS. Lucas has narcolepsy. He goes to sleep so fast.
So goddamn.
I wanted to watch the second last episode of Squid Games with him.
And what? And he's already asleep.
He's already asleep. He slept through. I watched it anyway. He has slept through every single episode.
You know what? That's classic men. That's classic men.
Or classic narcolepsy.
Oh, it's narcolepsy.
Okay, so you edit all that out. Oh, okay.
We got back. Let's go, girls. Hey,
you...
Bron, how are you today?
Oh, good. Are we starting again?
Yeah.
Should we start again?
What's brown?
Should we start with
an
apology?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, everybody. Sorry.
Okay, no. Okay, ready? We're going to start. And
okay.
Make sure you've edited that out. And all right. Okay. Would you rather? Would you rather?
That worked.
Should I do that every time?
Yep. Right at the start of the episode. And we have Jen as our guest next week. And Genevieve goes, oh, the podcast is called Would You Rather? Oh, I'll just tell this story real quick.
Gosh. Okay.
It's so funny.
If it's not funny, edit it out.
Okay, great. And we're back. So one time, redone, I've told this on my other podcast, Confessions, but one time I had Andy Lee on the podcast, right?
Okay.
And I was really excited to have Andy Lee on. It was like, great. I never thought that Andy would come on the podcast. I was like, great, it's going to be so much fun. And Ree was a big fan, and Ree Down came on the podcast a lot. And Ree's really, like, her humour, I find Ree one of the funniest people in the world, but she also just goes for it. Like, she just goes, she is who she is, and she's just hilarious. And so... she was like, my classic intro for the podcast was, hey, everybody, welcome to Confessions. Everyone wants to confess, but not everyone wants to hear them. That's what it was. And Ree goes, before that we start the podcast, goes, do you mind if I do the intro this time? I got a funny thing to say. And I was like, go for it. And so she starts the podcast. Andy's never listened to it, never been on before. And she starts the podcast by going, hey, everyone, welcome to Confessions of the Sluts. Everyone wants to be a slut, but not everyone's a slut. And he looked at me like, I'm never going to post this ever. I hate this. And also, but you're going at the same time, it's like, he then probably thought she was the host.
Yeah.
So it puts everyone on the back foot. It's so funny.
Who is this woman?
It was so funny. And you know what?
Did he like the...
Who is this woman? Beautiful woman in front of me.
Me?
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
No, I wish you were. Hear me. That's
Would
a new
you rather...
segment.
Here we go.
Would you rather... Here we go.
Would you rather tell everyone that you would like to be called Sammy the Slut now?
Yeah.
Or
drink
a large glass of red wine at the morning briefing. Like at your...
Bring it in.
Like,
I've got a wine glass with me?
Yeah.
Or is it like
you walk in at work.
Great.
And if they say,
Stanley
what's
Cup.
that? Say, it's just non-alcoholic.
Stress less.
It's non-alcoholic wine. They've actually made them
Stressless.
taste pretty good now.
Pretty good. And
swirling it, sipping it. Okay, which one would you have to do?
Sammy the Slut.
Sammy the Slut.
Yeah.
So people at work
Yeah.
and you signing off on emails.
So funny. Sammy the Slut.
Kind regards.
Only on Fridays. So I'm a bit fun on Fridays. He's different on Fridays.
Okay, that's
Sammy
good.
the Slut. Would you rather pick up a stranger's poo in the park or a friend's poo? Me and Diggs have had a big week.
Oh,
you can
a
tell.
friend's.
Been thinking a lot about Diggs and picking up his poo.
Friends
I had a
poo.
complaint from the dog sitter that told me that Diggs's poos are too big. What am I meant to do about that? Grow up.
Look at the size of him.
Look at the size
What are
of him.
you
How
gonna
big do you think they're going to be?
Small one's going to come out.
I don't agree
What
with
would you
that.
do? A friend's poo?
I'd probably do a stranger's poo because this is such an intellectual conversation we're having right now. It's just a philosophy podcast. but I would probably do a stranger's poo because I don't think after you pick up a friend's poo in the park.
Yeah, no, you're right. It has to be a stranger's poo.
Yeah,
You're
I'll pick
so
up your
right.
poo.
Don't pick
if
up
you
my
ask
poo.
me. If
You can't
ask
have
me.
it.
Well, that's why I asked
Stop
you to
asking
flush.
for it.
Would you rather do a big shop every week at
Yep.
the busiest time or go to the supermarket every day? I think that's a good one.
Is it?
Oh, F you.
I don't want to go. Everyone who would choose go to the supermarket every day? Sammy.
Would you got the busiest time
Sammy
then?
the Slut. That is the worst one you've ever done.
It is Friday, so you can say that. Sammy
That is the worst one you've ever done. Okay? No one wants to go every day.
I thought that was a really good one.
No.
And I felt really good about it.
Really? Would you rather?
We're having a lovely time today, aren't we?
We are.
Diggs and his fucking tug of war was one of the best things I've ever seen in my whole life.
Oh my God. Okay,
Diggs,
would you
you're a
rather
maniac. Yep.
at the dog park? Okay.
Introduce myself as Sammy the Slut.
No, you're already doing that. You already chose that one, so you have to do
that
it.
one, yep.
At the dog park, anytime you see someone with headphones on, go over and go, what are you listening to?
Oh,
And whatever
great.
they say, you say, that's my favourite song. Can I listen?
It's like a podcast. They listen to a podcast.
That's
They go,
my
"I'm
favourite
listening."
song.
I'm listening to No Filter. That's my favourite song.
Can I listen?
Can I listen as well?
And then they'll give you like one earbud, or you take their entire headset and you listen to it.
Do I dance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get into it as much as you want, or you can stand there completely deadpan and listen to your favourite song. Padam, padam, exactly. And you're just standing there staring at them.
Do you know that Kylie is a gay icon? Yeah.
So that's the option?
Yeah.
Yes? Or every time you get in the car, every single time, you wear your pants.
I wear my pants.
You wear your pants. And you can
I get in my car and I wear the pants?
Anyone's car. An Uber.
Well, I'll do the park one. I don't want to get into everyone's car wear pants. No one would ever pick me up again.
Okay.
Hey, Sammy, you can come and put the garbage bag on the front seat. Why? Because you always piss yourself.
Okay, quick poll. Which one do you think's better?
Ron just had sex. Quick poll.
Oh, excuse me. What do you think one is better? Your one or my one?
Your one was better. By far. Can I tell you this? I once went on a road trip, right?
What?
Yep.
Melbourne International Comedy Festival road trip?
Yeah, I wish. Susan Probyn, would you call me back if you're listening?
She cannot call you.
Okay. She ain't got credit either. No, but I went on a road trip once with a friend and they had a really old dog. And she goes, can the dog sit on your lap while we're driving and everything? And I was like, sure, I like dogs.
How small?
Oh, it was Diggs' size, pretty small. No, it was like a tiny little, he wants to show you his pink flamingo.
I can see it. It's really nice.
You gave him nothing.
I will never give him anything. Last time I gave him something, he ripped it to pieces. Remember
we're
that?
still going on about that, are we?
Yes, we
that
are.
Beautiful turtle thing.
What are you telling me about your road trip? Hello.
Listen to me when I talk.
I'm trying.
Listen to me when I
We'll
talk.
say something when you talk. Oh, my God.
Diggs, would you just... I told you he's mental today.
What's happened?
That's why I had to take him for a walk before. Oh, this fucking dog. So this dog, I got a small dog on me.
Yes.
And there's like, he's an old dog and everything. Would you hold him? He gets nervous in the car. Sure. He starts pooing. He's on my leg. and I'm just going, holy shit, right? And I go, mate. I go, Evie, he's pooing on me. This dog is pooing on me. And she goes, he does that.
That is devastating.
He does that.
Why?
Never spoken to her again.
Good. You crashed the car.
Crash the car. But how full on is that? Because if I was pissing in everyone's car, you'd never let me in the car again.
Well, that's right. But the option is there, and you haven't thought about this, is
maybe the piss is really nice.
Never go into a car again.
Oh, that's easy to get around then. Never go in a car again.
There is a bus.
And I'll be pissing on the bus?
No, I just said
no.
car.
Not crazy. I'm not pissing
Could you listen to my Would You Rathers?
Can you kiss me?
Get in the bar.
Hey, I'm going to read some gorgeous little reviews because we love it when you leave reviews. And you know what? If you want to leave a 5-star rating, 5-star review, Bron and I love doing this podcast together. And the more you leave reviews.
I love how you're choosing your pauses today.
My timing is impeccable. Hilarious. I have only just discovered this podcast. I suffer from depression, but listening to the 3rd episode with Rob Mills lifted my mood considerably, especially the Miss Piggy joke. I love that.
Great.
Just a fabulous pod. Such a funny pod. Sorry, Bron, but I do enjoy the awful/disgusting jokes. Not sure if that's a good thing. Fab popcast. Love that. Listen to this goddamn podcast. All it says is, you simply must.
Oh, that's nice.
Better get my shout out, Sammy. Love you both. Love the pod. Flapping their goddamn lips is the title of this one. Love this pod. 2 drunk aunties on wild tangents. Highly recommend. I'll do one more. This is fun. Run and Tell It is the nice one. Run and Tell It. This is my favourite podcast. These chooks are ace. The parasocial attachment is real. Brown's spooky wooky stories are a particular highlight. Pour yourself a glass of Jans and enjoy.
That's a great advice. That's great advice.
It's great advice for anyone to be honest.
And guess what? Drunk aunties have great tips.
They do have great tips. And you know what? Especially in their hair.
And sometimes great tits.
Sometimes.
Actually, often. And they know it.
Nice.
They often know it.
Thank you for leaving a 5-star rating, 5-star review. Please do leave more of those. Watch us on the youtube.com if you want. We'll be doing wine o'clocks occasionally. They'll pop up in your feed randomly and you're going to get that extra little treat. We're not going to do them every week, but you know what? When we can, we will. And I'm dancing about it. We can and we will.
We're just changing it up
We're changing it up. We're having fun. We're changing the segments.
And it's really nice.
It's nice because Bron and I like to catch up.
Also, if you do have any complaints, send them directly to Sammy
and I will
the Slut.
apologise.
And she will apologise.
She will.
Whenever she damn well
pleases. And you know what, Brum? I've had a great time with you. Have you got a life hack for me today?
Yes, I do. And it's very similar to one of my things I said earlier. Okay.
This is not like you.
Hey.
You usually write everything down.
I do write it all down. I've been reading as I go. Okay, ready?
This case is a bit shit, isn't it?
No.
I just worked out how to use it. It's actually quite good.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay. If you like a tipple, do you like a tipple?
I love a tipple. Only thing I like more is a tittle. Plug me back in. Is this thing even on?
Oh, Christ. If you like a tipple,
You didn't think
All
I like
right.
more, so I did that.
bring in whatever damn thing you want to drink
Yeah,
to work, okay?
a big glass of non-alcoholic wine.
And say it's non-alcoholic. Who's going to test it?
You know what? That is similar to one you did before.
Who's going to test it?
Who's going to test it? What, the
Do you
police?
know who would test it? A narc. Someone who was a sook.
I'm sorry to ask this, but are you a goddamn narc?
Oh, my God. I'm getting funnier each non-alcoholic wine I
Yeah.
drink. Why are you upset?
Are you a narcolept?
Oh, my God. Go to sleep.
Go to
Because you are
sleep?
boring me. Surely you're boring yourself, Tamika.
Oh, Tamika. Not nice to meet you.
Almost
Tamika.
worked.
Almost worked. Plug me back in. Is this thing even on? I've been
Do you
doing a
think
lot of it
that's a
on
good
stage
hack?
recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think
I
that's a
love
good
that.
hack? Or
Yeah.
do you seem, I mean, and you don't seem convinced, but I think that's a great one.
I'll tell you why I don't seem convinced at the moment, because my lips are really dry.
Oh, because you had a big night because you got up at 4 a.m.
because I need a kiss.
I'm not kissing you.
Okay. One day on the podcast, I think this podcast at the moment, I think people listen going, it's a will they, won't they? You know,
I don't
will
think
they,
they
won't
do.
they? Really?
I don't think they do. I don't think anyone is thinking that. Now, let me
I think people
me
think,
say,
are they going to make love?
let me ask you about something. You're doing your show one more time.
I am. Oh,
Where is
thank you.
it?
You wanted to avoid that so badly. I'm doing it in Hobart on the 18th of
I've
July.
heard of Hobart,
Oh
Western
my God, it's so
Australia.
good. Western Australia, Hobart. And I think that's it. And I did a geography in school. And I would love it if you came along. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm hoping to film it in Melbourne later in the year. And Bron and I are going to be doing a live show together sometime very soon. Let's just
very
say that.
soon.
But we'll announce it soon once we
Yeah,
actually
great.
have got
Awesome.
details. Or maybe it's already in the podcast somewhere.
We
Bron?
don't know. Okay, I'm doing my show, I think 4 or 5 more times. I'm going to Geelong. I'm going to Sydney really soon.
Oh,
Sydney
great.
first. Sydney, Geelong, Newcastle, Wagga Wagga, Frankston. That's it. And then the show is done. I'm already planning my show for 2026.
Fuck yeah,
Can you
Bron.
even believe
I
that?
can't even believe
I would
that.
like any suggestions for names
Yep.
of shows.
Yep.
Send them through.
Great.
I want to know what you think I should call it.
Oscillator Titterlot.
I'm not calling it
Okay.
that, Sammy. Sammy the Slut is
Can you call
obviously
it Run and
yours.
Tell That?
Run and Tell That. That's
It's actually a really good name.
good.
Or Here's Trouble. Can you call it Here's Trouble? It's a photo
No,
of you.
I will
Photo of you and
not.
I in the bath. Unexplained. Doesn't come up at all.
Who-
Photo, who's the random guy?
Don't know.
He's disabled.
that-
That's all I know. Hey, have a great week, Chooks. We love you very much. Bye, Chooks.
Jump in the bath.
Splash.